Hey everybody, TacticAngel here, back on the PlayStation 4, playing the world of Warships Legends. We're on Ring. I'm in a Kongo. In any case, the Kongo is my favorite Imperial Japanese Navy battleship. It's the Tier IV, really Battlecruiser. I will go ahead and put my commander up on the screen so that you can see either the decisions or mistakes that I am making. And we'll get right into it. I am in a division. I'm playing with Savo and his buddy, Cam. Cam is relatively new to World of Warships Legends, and I'm happy to come down and play some of these mid-tier games with him for sure. And I hear he may actually have watched a couple of my videos, but I don't know. In any case, I'm always happy to see new people joining the game because, of course, I enjoy shooting all sorts of people, and we're going to need all the new blood we can get over the years to make World of Warships Legends a successful and fun game for us to play for many, many years. So anyway, we're rolling out with this Kongo. I'm going over to the east side. I'm giving about a 45-degree angle to this Wyoming. As you know, if you've played this game at all, the Wyoming can't hit the broadside of literally anything other than the planet, maybe, at this sort of range. So we're just, playing some free shots here. He is strangely not shooting at me too much, and that's fine. That's fine, I don't really mind. We have several options, as you can see. This Phoenix appears to be going backwards. I put a couple shells towards him. We've got a New York. In fact, it looks like we are slowly coming upon an embarrassment of riches when it comes to things to shoot at. At this point, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about that V170. I've switched over to HE to try to compensate for that. And you're about to see a person who's played a few too many games in the Scharnhorst try to play a Kongo, and we'll just see how it goes. Essentially, the Scharnhorst and the Kongo aren't all that different if you think conceptually. They're both really kind of battle cruisers, straddling that line between the battleship and the cruiser, and certainly in the game, the Kongo is a pretty fast little boat. And the only part of that it really doesn't match up to is the little part. At this point, we see a whole bunch of torpedoes coming out of that strangely aggressive smoke cloud. And I'm thinking, I probably got about a minute. Though that's actually a little long. I probably got at least 40 seconds to get in there and see if I can't, mix things up a little bit and maybe flush that destroyer out of that smoke screen. Now, thankfully, at this point, there's only one destroyer left on the enemy team, and that always makes me feel good as a battleship player, because of course those nasty little destroyers just ruin everybody's life. There you see me very confidently not overcompensating for my heading and thinking about shooting over there at that Phoenix, but the truth of the matter is I'm probably going to want my shot back within the amount of time that it takes me to reload. And as we come around, we do see a Clemson right in front of us. We take none of that, and we finish him off. At this point, we are kind of sailing into just a world of hurt in terms of the number of ships that are out here. I switch back to the AP because, of course, the AP is going to do a lot more damage at this level. And actually, the Kongo is a reasonably accurate Tier IV battleship. I'm not really sure what you would compare it against because everything else is just horrendously inaccurate. I enjoy the Kongo a lot for being a pretty good gun platform, being fairly fast and relatively maneuverable. in spite of its giant size. Now, if you do give somebody your broadside, you're gonna hurt pretty bad, just like pretty much all of the Japanese battleships. Looks like we have accidentally pre-dodged some torpedoes. I do end up taking one in the stern, but we haven't used any sort of damage control party, any sort of repair kit at this point. So, not too bad. We're going to go ahead and start to turn around so we can engage everybody else in the game. That Wyoming that I was shooting at earlier, I apparently can't pronounce, but the Wyoming I was shooting at earlier is right there. I'm going to go ahead, line up a shot, give him just a little bit of a lead, and those shells look pretty nice. Hit him right in the citadel, finishing off our third target. Now we're sailing out towards this Phoenix. There's also, I believe that's in New York, that's basically right in front of me. But we're a little bit more interested in this broadside cruiser, trying to get kind of a gauge for how fast he's going. I feel like we did a pretty good job in terms of the speed. Our shell dispersion didn't really help us out too much there, so we get some penetrations, but nothing spectacular. He manages to turn around just in time to take it right on the chin. I lose a turret from his return fire, but I'm able to return at least one turret worth of fire. Unfortunately, a Tier 4 accuracy and TacticAngel accuracy, also sometimes highly suspect. Looks like we're going to take another torpedo here, but we put some pretty well aimed, if hastily aimed, shots into that Phoenix, finishing him off with a Citadel for our fourth kill. And this is kind of the thing that I like about the Kongo. You can see we're able to get our turrets around relatively quick for a Tier 4 ship. We're able to actually kind of maneuver our entire boat, in spite of its size, pretty quickly too, which is really quite lovely. And this is why I basically consider this to be the gem of the Imperial Japanese battleships. Now, we are functioning a couple of turrets down, but even with one forward-facing turret, we managed to put a good shot out there and score our fifth kill. At this point, we are thoroughly kill-stealing our entire team. Not thoroughly. I'm doing about, what? Not quite 20,000 damage. 15,000 damage, maybe, per kill? You know, it's not great. It's higher than 15, it's lower than 20. 17,500 damage. But I mean, we've been there. We've gone the distance. And unlike a lot of battleships, the Kongo is a fun little boat to play because you don't have to sit around in the back and pray for citadels at 16 kilometers. And at that range, even if you do have relatively good accuracy and some skill at the game, it is a little bit of a religious experience. In any case, this Koenig has come down to being the last person on the enemy team. Koenig is not something I'm likely to score a lot of citadels against. So we're just putting the shells out there, hoping against hope we can get some big numbers against it. He's returning fire against me. I'm not an exceptionally well-armored battleship, but pretty much all of the German battleships are a little undergunned in terms of their ability to really punch things, at least up until the very high tiers. So he's returning fire, he's on fire, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get to fire again before he dies. He dies. There you go. I was really hoping that my timing would be better there, but it wasn't. We finished the battle. Capture the win. 5 kills. Kraken unleashed. High caliber. Devastating strike. There you see. On the top of the list. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little replay. I'll see you guys on the next one.